Imagine waking up one morning, checking your bank balance, and feeling something rare, calm. No panic, no month-end stress, no fear of emergencies, just peace. Now here's the twist. This peace didn't come from a lottery, inheritance, or a sudden high-paying job. It came silently, slowly, from habits you barely noticed forming years ago. Today's video is not about motivation that fades in 10 minutes. This is a story about you, about me, about how tiny daily choices quietly decide whether our future will be funded or financially fragile. Stay with me till the end, because somewhere in this story you'll recognize yourself, and that realization can change everything. Let me start with a simple question. Have you ever wondered why two people earning the same salary live completely different lives after 10 or 15 years? One struggles with EMIs, stress, and uncertainty, while the other seems relaxed, confident, and financially secure. It's easy to blame luck, background, or connections. But the real difference lies in something far less dramatic: habits. Invisible habits. Daily habits. The kind we don't post on Instagram. Meet Jake. Jake is not extraordinary. He's not a genius, not a millionaire's son, not a crypto wizard. He's a regular guy with a regular job. When Jake started working at 23, his salary was modest. Just enough to survive. Like most of us, his first paycheck disappeared faster than he expected. Rent, food, gadgets, parties, online shopping. He told himself, "I'll start saving when I earn more." That sentence sounded logical, comfortable, and dangerous. On the other side of the same office floor worked Alex. Same designation, same salary, same background. The only difference? Alex had one strange habit. The day his salary came, before paying rent, before ordering food, before enjoying life, he paid himself first. Just 10%. Sometimes even less. Not because he was disciplined like a monk, but because he automated it. The money disappeared into a separate account before he could touch it. Out of sight, out of mind. Jake laughed at Alex. "What difference will a few $100s make?" Alex smiled and said nothing. He didn't know the future either. But habits don't need faith. They need consistency. Years passed. Jake's salary increased, but so did his lifestyle. Bigger phone, better car, costlier weekends. Every raise came with a new EMI. He was earning more but saving nothing. Alex's life didn't look exciting from outside. Same phone for years. Simple vacations. But his investments quietly worked in the background: index funds, retirement accounts, emergency savings. Nothing fancy, just boring consistency. Here's the truth most people don't like to hear. Your future is funded by boring habits, not exciting decisions. No one becomes wealthy from one big move. They become secure from thousands of small, repeated actions. Think about this: every habit you follow today is casting a vote for the kind of future you'll live in. Every time you choose instant pleasure over long-term peace, you're voting for a stressful future. Every time you delay discipline, you're postponing freedom. And every time you repeat a good habit, even when it feels useless, you're quietly depositing money into your future self's account. Let's talk about spending habits, because this is where most futures collapse silently. The world today is designed to make you spend without thinking. One-click payments, buy now, pay later, flash sales, subscriptions you forgot you even have. None of these feel harmful individually, but habits don't destroy your future in one day. They do it slowly, politely, with discounts. Jake never tracked his expenses. He didn't think he needed to. "I know where my money goes," he said. But knowing and acknowledging are different things. When he finally checked his bank statements one day, the truth hit him hard: food delivery, impulsive shopping, unnecessary upgrades. Hundreds of dollars spent without memory, without value. That money didn't hurt him when it left, but it hurt him years later when he needed it. Alex, on the other hand, had a simple habit. He tracked expenses once a week. Not daily, not obsessively, just enough to stay aware. Awareness is a powerful financial tool. When you're aware, you automatically start making better decisions. You don't need extreme self-control. Awareness does half the work. Now let's talk about the most underrated habit that funds your future: patience. In a world of viral success stories and overnight millionaires, patience feels outdated. But money grows slowly, just like trust, just like health, just like habits. Alex didn't panic when markets fell. He didn't chase trends. He trusted time more than timing. Jake, meanwhile, jumped from one scheme to another, hoping for quick gains, and lost money repeatedly. This brings us to a painful truth: impatience is expensive. It makes you buy things you don't need. It makes you invest in things you don't understand. It makes you quit good habits before they start showing results. If patience were a financial asset, it would have the highest returns. But habits are not just about money. They're about mindset. Jake often said, "I'm bad with money." That belief became his identity. Every bad decision reinforced it. Alex never said he was good with money. He just said, "I'm learning." That small difference kept his mind open. Your self-talk shapes your financial destiny more than your income ever will. Let me tell you something important. Your habits don't need to be perfect. They need to be repeatable. Saving $50 every month is infinitely better than planning to save $5,000 someday. Reading one page about finance daily is better than buying 10 books and reading none. Walking for 20 minutes daily does more for your health than one intense workout a month. Consistency beats intensity every single time. Years later, life tested both Jake and Alex. A medical emergency hit. Jake panicked. Loans, credit cards, stress, sleepless nights. The emergency wasn't the problem, lack of preparation was. Alex faced a similar situation, but he had an emergency fund. The problem was still painful, but it didn't destroy his life. That's what good habits do. They don't eliminate problems. They reduce damage. Now pause for a moment and think, what kind of future are your current habits funding? Not your plans. Not your intentions. Your habits. Because intentions don't compound. Habits do. Here's the real magic: habits create momentum. When Alex saw his investments grow, he felt encouraged. That encouragement made him save more. That saving created confidence. Confidence led to better decisions. One habit triggered another. Success is rarely a straight line. It's a chain reaction. Jake eventually realized the truth, but later than he wished. He didn't fail because he was careless. He failed because he postponed responsibility. And postponement is the most common enemy of financial freedom. "I'll start next month" is the most expensive sentence you can say. If you take one thing from this video, let it be this: your future doesn't need massive sacrifices. It needs small daily promises kept to yourself. Your habits are like automatic payments to your future life. Some habits are draining your account. Others are funding it. The scary part? Most people never check the balance until it's too late. Start small. Start today. Automate savings. Track expenses. Invest consistently. Learn continuously. Delay gratification. And most importantly, respect your future self enough to build habits that protect them. Because one day, that future self will look back at you with gratitude or regret. And that decision is being made right now, quietly, through the habits you choose today. If this story resonated with you, hit like, not for the algorithm but as a promise to yourself. Subscribe for more stories that don't just motivate, but transform. And remember, your future is not built in a day, but it is built every day.